I don't showcase the boss every week, but when I do, you know it's spicy, and this one is very, very spicy. With I believe to be the highest HP modifier they've ever had in an elite boss, and that is 600%. I think double the previous high of the 300 HP Blooners, although I might have been forgetting some stuff, but on top of that, they banned Ice and Super to compensate slower boss speed, a ability cooldown rate, and more starting cash. And with the rank category being least tiers for this week, I figure I'd give it a go because I personally enjoy elite least tiers. This one, you can tell is pretty hard by the fact that current top 50 is at a whopping 370 tiers. It'll probably drop by the end, so to be safe to get 50th place, I guess I'd aim for like mid 100s, if not lower than that. Now, I did a little bit of the dirty work of the early game already, so we're skipping over to around 27, where I have maxed out my bank. And I should be able to afford a Monkeyopolis if I did everything correctly. So we're right over here. So sell this village, and bam, perfect. Now, to be fair, I don't know if this is still the best strategy, because they did nerf the Monkeyopolis to give less money. I believe it's now only $1,200 per round instead of the base $1,500. But I think even with the reduced efficiency, it's the fact that you get more cash prop from everything in range that makes it good, rather than the raw, well, money itself. I guess we'll see how much this Monkeyopolis nerf affects us. On top of the Ben nerf, remember they swapped skimming, so now we only got a level 6, so we made less money than before. Lots of gold as well. I know it takes up a lot of tiers going for a Bloon Trap and Rub to Gold, but I feel like in a boss like this, I kind of need that head start. Personally, I think if there's ever a place to overspend in tiers, it's definitely the early game, so that we can snowball. For camos, here's where we're going to start saving tiers, so might as well just get a Cleansing Foam since I'm going to turn this into Overclock later. And I really wanted to make use of the reduced cooldown rate to my advantage, aka we should go for money-making options that are time-based. So for example, Middle Path Heli is probably on the table after I get IMF Loan. I think for now, round 34 is the prime round to start with the Bloon Trap. And now with 3 rounds to boss, IMF Loan, try to deposit so that we get the max cash out from the IMF possible, as well as getting a fat 10k when round 40 starts. That's the goal. This is going to be risky, but let's use my IMF Loan ability right now. Can I actually afford a Chinook with all this money? 3k short. Don't fret, this is fine still. Got the Chinook before round 39 ends. Because the boss is slow, I think this is okay to do, aka farm hard, even in the early 40s, so that we don't have to spend too much money in, you know, defending the boss. We try to defend the boss maybe like halfway through, while greeting as much as possible. So we'll redeposit, do the depositing trick. Maybe even try to save for special operations, because that does damage on top of, while making money. And remember, more Marines too. But this is kind of insane though, with the 6 HP Lych. 180k health. It's basically as if every tier moved up while 1. So we got tier 2 HP on tier 1, tier 3 on tier 2, etc, etc. For a whopping 144 million at tier 5, that's right. Also, there's probably a point where selling Ben is worth it, because the Trojan will lose his money from the Bloon Trap and the Rubber to Gold, because it won't spawn any children. I don't know if it's worth selling it right now, but I'm just gonna keep it. At about $20,000, I am going to go for the Marine. Yeah, once the round ends, collect, do this, and boom. I personally think this is worth it. I'm not sure if this is enough to actually, well, do 180k HP. But, well, we'll see, we'll see. In the meantime, what I'd like to do is lock this heli in place while I don't have a Marine drop down. But when it's time to drop a Marine down, put it away from, well, my lock in place point so that we keep these regrows live for longer. So we inevitably make more money per round with the, I think, it gives us 6,000, right? Per crate, yep. 6.7 is pretty nutty. And Benjamin looks like he's Trojaning Rams now, so that is my sign to sell him. I guess after I make 250 this round. Wait, no, maybe I shouldn't sell. Or rather, I should have sold him before Lych spawned in, because right now we just heal all the HP we did to it, so never mind about that. And sure, I guess we'll do Jungle Drums, because I will probably need the attack speed for later tiers anyway, so yep. Keep blocking and placing after dropping the Marine down. Finally hit 1 skull. And if I remember how Lych usually works, we can cheese the skull basically by pausing and then backing out of the game. And then when we go back in... Oh crap, it's still here actually. We can defend this, right? Uh-oh. No, we can't. Okay, that's some very, very unfortunate timing. I think we'll just start without Benjamin and drop down. Back from round 40 again. Get rid of him. Yeah, now that's what you call the perfect stall. Look at this. All golden ballooned zebras and nothing attacking it. I kind of didn't want to go for this, but I think at this point, I just have to go for extra defense on top of the Marine, because those chain mobs are a problem. And apparently, I think they fixed that bug where, like, manipulating backing out of the game can make it so that none of those chains spawn, which was a pretty broken bug, let me just say. So you see there's one chain mob there. Oh, actually, there's two of them. Okay, how about an Elim or an assassin shot? I wonder if I need an Elim. Probably do to be safe. But I'll see if I can squeeze us some greed first. Speaking of greed, I also had to move my NG placements because I need a third farm to, of course, go for the top half Banana Central. Still worth it to get. So again, don't mind me, just gonna squeeze out even more money before Elim. So that's it, that's it though. We gotta go for this next, 25k. All right, round 47, see? More chain mobs coming, 3 of them this time. Can I get Elim yet? This crate will get me close. Quickly, yep, there it is, finally got Elim. God, that was a nightmare. Okay, but we should be good for sure now. Even though Lich is well past halfway and only did a quarter of the damage. I mean, like, just look how fast that Elim ability is. It's like, what, 8 seconds for 4.5k damage? That's pretty crazy. Oh, also, this is full. Gotta keep remembering to collect it and all that. Overclock next, for the BRF, of course. And just gotta keep remembering to deposit. Otherwise, I lose out on a lot. I really don't want to restart this run if I can help it. I think I might have gone Elim maybe a little bit too late, but we'll see if we can clutch up. Just keep spamming, and also buy upgrades during the round. Again, with least tiers, you don't want to sell towers, so I'm just gonna have to save it straight for 115k. Don't know if buying a central market before that was a good idea, but figured I might as well while I'm busy doing 5 billion different things at once. Rank bossing is tough, let me just say. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, though. The light at the end of the 1/5 tunnel, that is. Because there's still so many more tiers of this that we have to deal with. It's hard to do it while the round's still playing, but I need to stall these rounds. I don't think I'm doing a very good job. It's already round 51. Because I have to keep moving my Chinook to drop Marines down. If I was able to make it full stall, then that'd be so much better. Also, I'm just curious. Can I beat the Lich Soul in time if I... Okay, yeah. Lich Soul dies pretty quickly. I'll just Elim that. We are officially done with you. Goodbye. And despite being, I guess, slightly inefficient in the farming, I think we're still on pace, yeah. I actually get the 115k this round. Also, as much as I'd love to go for an Ultra Boost this game, I don't think I can, because Lich will take away the buff immediately, given where the placement is. So hopefully this amount of farming is fine. Also, I think I need more mob damage too, because I'm still not stalling this very well. Why don't we just do a sharpshooter for damage then? Because I do plan to go for a Dart Paragon later this game. In fact, I'm thinking that might even be my Tier 2 defense. Believe it or not, we just employ the same tactic that we do for Tier 1, aka stall, or just make as much money for as long as possible. Also, this thing was doing damage, so I'm gonna move you a little bit further away. This is also as an emergency, in case I want to go for a Bolt Paragon to buff my Ace Paragon later on in the game. I think without Ace Paragon, you have no chance at beating this boss. Yeah, how's this for stalling? Also, Monkeynomics now. And then Wall Street, that might be all my farming. I don't know if I want to play it even safer and just, you know, spend more tiers and dropping 400 farms, but we'll see. As crazy as this boss sounds, I actually don't think it's the hardest we've seen. Well, I mean, not long ago there was that 4x speed vortex. And personally, speed modifiers are much tougher than pure HP modifiers, because that's just how the way it works. I mean, if you were to ask, is 5x speed harder, or would 5x HP be harder? I think it's most likely the answer would be, well, speed. Speed is always a killer. Our stall is much better now. It's not perfect because my Chinook still does damage, and in fact, I think they buffed it at some point to do like 2 damage per dart, which sucks. The Indicate out here nerfing all the farming options, which I suppose is fair considering how much they buffed recently. But there is the Wall Street. I feel kind of weird if I do stop farming fully at round 58. Also, it appears in some more bad news, I can't fit a plane under this village for extra money. I can't even use an ice tower to, like, build an ice platform in the middle here. So it'll have to be out of range, but that's outside of the jungle drums, which is sad. I have no choice then. I gotta build everything outside the village range. Oh well. So I'm not gonna go for Flying Fortress just yet, just because that would anti-stall the runs immediately since it can target the balloons at the entrance. But meanwhile, ODS, It'll do boss damage, but the random darts won't really affect how quickly the round ends, if you know what I mean. I don't know how much I should really care about, like, milking that much money, though, because this thing will still be doing most of the damage, I feel like. Oh, also, I can't overclock this, damn it. At least until Lich starts getting out of range. As you can see for the money, though, we are very easily going to afford a Dark Paragon. And when I do drop Dark Paragon, it's going to be on the field, like, forever, ever. Which is why I want to wait to have enough money to afford, like, all 4 tier 5s that I'm allowed. So that we get a degree 20. Which honestly should be enough for tier 3 as well, but I could be wrong. As for Dark Paragon placement, I'm going to hope here is fine. This won't be big enough range to reach the very entrance, so I can still stall the rounds once I get it up. So it appears we've stalled this round long enough because I grayed out my Monkey Nomin's ability. That's when you know it's probably time to get the round to end. Lich is already halfway, and we only progressed 2 rounds. So proof right there we did a pretty decent stall. And now I believe we can start overclocking our B Central again. Enough waiting around, I think it's time. Last off, I think we got some extra pops on it too, to get a degree 23 at Pog. But this should be really, really, really fast. And take a look at the range, yep, perfect, to leave this right up here. And it looks like we got a nice 20k pop head start on the ODS. Looking at the money, by the way, 123k made on the pop rations already. Pretty comparable to the Banana Central, even though I know I got this later, but still. It's the power of stalling for ya. I'm probably going to stop the stall once round 80 hits. That's because, at that point, the Dark Paragon will probably have its ball shooting all over the map, so we can't really stall. At that point, might as well just get, like, all the aces to accrue pops. The stall also really isn't working as well as I expect, because, literally, the dart takes 1 shot, and it deletes everything that the heli is trying to stall whenever a mob gets through, so rip to that. I don't know, I feel like we should have enough money, though. Although, probably not a lot to put in the cash slider, which would be my main concern, but hopefully we can, like, make up for that with the pops on the aces. We should try to take advantage of the extra HP, like, to get a lot of pops on the aces. And in that case, maybe it's worth entertaining the idea of a second overclock. Just because with 1 right now, as you can see, I'm busy overclocking only the Banana Central. But if I were to overclock, like, Flying Fortress, for example, then that would do 60% more pops. Which sounds like it'd be worth the extra 5 tiers to spend, right? Or do I care about a better score? I'm not really sure. How about this? No second overclock, but I will spend 2 tiers just to give rapid fire and lots more darts, because that's like, I don't know, about a 67% attack speed increase, but a good amount of extra damage. Sky Shredder, yeah, let's finish off with all the aces. And if I don't buy anything else, that would be 128 tiers for my score, which I guess I'll take. I remember there being like a cluster of 137 tiers or something like that, which I'd assume is just a bunch of people doing the same strategy. In that case, if I just want to stay below those scores, then I probably could afford to spend a couple more, but I'll just chill. Also, I guess since while we can't overclock the B Central right now, I'll just overclock the Sky Shredder. Now that I think about it, I probably should have overclocked or put this in a different spot so that I could overclock this thing to start, but maybe this is still fine because I can buy it, or I can overclock this when it's maybe like right next to the B Central. Oh wow, it looks like we're gonna have no problem beating tier 3. I feel like I should also try to pull a Big Brain strategy. Considering we're so far ahead, what if I let this thing stay alive for longer by healing it so that I get more pops on Lich? Because right now, I see no downside to, you know, having this thing on the field longer. Unfortunately, the heal isn't very strong. It's only like, I don't know, a small portion, so it doesn't really, I don't know if it really makes a difference. Maybe I should sell this thing for this tier, because I don't think I'm going for sub Paragon. If I'm going for a bonus Paragon, it'd probably just be the boat. So in that case, sure, let's do a sell. A quick little sell there. And start overclocking the Flying Fortress now. Only 300k pops, sadly. The one time where too much damage is not good. Damn. Only a 500k pop head start, and now we can't really even, like, stall the rounds with the Flying Fortress up here. Although at least it is getting the pops over the Dark Paragon, so that's the good thing. Round 100 update, 1.2 million. How much HP does tier 4 have? Just to see, 28.8 million. Mind you, that's already more than the normal tier 5 Lich, if not for HP modifiers. Kinda wild. I'm pretty sure that we won't have enough damage with the degree 23 dart, so I won't do the overclocking buff sucking. That's, I guess, the best way I can describe that. But if I don't want to add another Paragon, then the goal here is to buy Ace Paragon on like round 118 or whatever point where I get it right before, you know, tier 5 spawns in, just so I can milk the most amount of pops and the highest degree possible. I'm pretty sure with the amount of pops I currently have, I'm not even close. It's like 2 million out of the 16. And I don't have extra, like, tier 4 skip unless I want to add a bunch of random tiers. I'm going to try overclocking this now and seeing if it's far enough away. Just for those who don't know, Lich's, is buff sucking is a limited range up to tier 5 where it's global. I think it took away the Sky Shredder buff. I'm kind of contemplating going for an Ultra Boost right now, just because it won't take any buffs away. And it will get more pops on the Ace for only 1 tier. But I think I'll hold off. I don't think degree 60 is possible at this rate. I might just sell it for degree 40 and also not use my whole cash ladder. Maybe save it for the, well, Buck Paragon, as I said. So maybe leave like 300k after getting the Paragon. Also, Lich is getting really damn close to the exit. But I think I'll wait till 116 or 117 or when Lich reaches that bend. Yeah, I think I just gotta go now. So 874, I would go down to 574, maybe 540 to be safe. Do it. And it looks like I got degree 44. I'd say for now we take that. I made a save back on tier 4 if like this ends up being not good for me. So don't fret, we still might be alright. I think the problem is that we are not going to beat this in 2 rounds, so I actually have to buy this even earlier. Like 115. That's not a problem. That's something I'm definitely going to have to do. Yeah, I'm not even close right now. Holy, 7.2 million HP left. Alright. Maybe we have to buy 2 rounds earlier. Also, I realized that Lich was healing probably because the Overclock has a attack speed buff at the start of a round, the Cleansing Foam. And yes, Lich eats that buff away. I think I'm also going to do Ultra Boost. I think it's worth it. Just to squeeze out extra pops. There's 10 stacks. That was pretty quick because of the cooldown reduction. I can see we are definitely ahead in pops, but it's not enough to really make a significant difference, I don't think. But whatever. It's 114, as I said. I'd get it now. It'd probably degree 44 again. Let's do 495k this time. Only 1 degree less. I will take that. Don't forget to Goliath Doomship cooldown is much faster. And it's only now 116. Yeah, I think we'll get this in time. But as for if this is enough for tier 5, I doubt it. I really do think I need to get that Bolt Paragon, which would put me into the 140s. And as much as it sucks that it won't be under that clump of 130s, I think I'll have to accept that. And we will beat this with, yeah, just a little bit of wiggle room to spare. And enough money for the buck if I want to get it. Before I completely give up, though, let's do the Curve 'em Up for 135 tiers. That's probably the cheapest thing that would add damage. And, well, let's see if this works. Also, I should sell this. Sell that NG, because I don't want the, you know, the attack speed boost to heal Lich. But did you see how pathetic that Car Bomb was? It did millions of damage, yet it held nothing compared to the candle of 144 million HP. Trust me, it actually might be enough, though, as crazy as it sounds. I believe. If this works, it's going to be super tight, because we are currently, like, dead on pace, I believe. 1 quarter through, 5 rounds. Everyone buckle the F up, I guess. Even despite the reduced speed of Lich, it still feels like it's moving too fast. Also, I just took a peek at the leaderboard, and apparently 136 tiers is already above that cluster of 130, so frick it. I'm just gonna go for the damn Paragon, double Paragon. So let's get the money, get as high of a degree as possible. I don't think it was degree 40, but that's fine. We're just here to make the ace stronger, that's all. But could I think if I just start with the Buck Paragon, this would be done. I'm just trying to see if I can salvage the run without having to restart. Or is this just a waste of time? Because I'm currently behind pace, with it being 130, and we are not halfway anymore. Yeah, what the hell? Why is Lich moving so fast? I think I would beat this in time, like with the round limit, but it is already exiting with 2 full skulls to go. So you know what? Let's spend the 600 monkey money and just get the buck right now. Sell every farm. Everything must go now except the Paragons, and with extra cash lighter, ooh. Still not, degree 20, but I will take it. Let's go again. Yeah, you can definitely feel the difference. Remember, we hit the 1 quarter at 125. Now we just hit 124. So all we need now is for Lich to not be such a damn speedy demon. That is all. Also with the buck getting, yeah. Nice head start pop, 6.9 million. Very nice. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed that this degree of Paragons is good enough for 144 million HP in the first place. Because you would not think it could do that much with that much HP. But if this is not a testament to how good the Ace Paragon is compared to other Paragons, then yeah, don't know what to say. Final stretch. Let's do this. Let's do this. Ace is approaching the 9-digit mark. I think after this card bomb, it will reach there. Yes, indeed. 18, 19 million on the Buck, and 40 million on the Dark Variant. So there are no slouches either. Although I bet the Dark got most of its pops on the first couple tiers, or tier 3 and tier 4. Let's get to the final skull. And that track length should be enough time. I feel like after playing these beefy-ass bosses, playing a normal Elite week just feels too easy. Maybe this is how Elite should have been in the first place. I don't know. But the amount of difficulty variation that some weeks can have is kind of crazy, because I'm pretty sure the last couple weeks before this was, well, piece of cake. Once again, if this is your first introduction to Elite bossing, then I feel bad. This is also going to be way closer than I thought, but one more car bomb should do it, come on. With just one bend and one round to spare. God damn. I will take that score of 143. Not bad. As for if it's enough to get top 50 this week, I'm not sure. Because this is already 33rd place, apparently. In hindsight, I probably didn't need to farm that hard. I probably could have skipped the rubber to gold, and that would have saved a lot of tiers, but it is what it is. For me only doing one run with no optimization, it's not bad. Anyway, let me know how you did in this boss. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.